Hello. This video is really for our elementary DESA site leads. I want to help you find students that a teacher says, I completed my ratings, but they're not showing up in your completion report. So here's the tips and tricks for that. When you get to the dashboard, you are going to click Data and Insights. And then it should default to My Students under Ratings. You're going to keep it there. Now, if you serve more than one school, you're automatically going to have both schools populate. So if that is the case, you're going to want to select your school here. So I'm going to just pretend I'm at Arlington. Now, all the other filters, unless you need them, if you need to drill down for various reasons, you can always use them. But for the purpose of finding students that perhaps were rated before October 21, you are going to go to the heading Rating Window. You're going to go to the drop down, uncheck 24-25 mid, and put a check by 24-25 pre. Now click off and click Apply. Here's what happens. At schools where teachers got in the system a little ahead of time and rated their class, maybe the week before the October 21 rating window, that was technically our pre-assessment window. You did not miss anything. You weren't supposed to rate during that time. The window was open August 1 through October 20th, really for one purpose only. And that was for our middle and high school alternative placement programs to be able to have students complete their DESA rating upon entrance so that immediately those programs could start to provide targeted social and emotional supports for the students. However, there's not a way to have that window open just for those sites and not for the whole district. So it is what it is, but some teachers were working ahead of schedule and got into the system maybe October 15th, and they've rated their students. But because it wasn't October 21, the first day of our fall rating window, it won't appear in your completion report, but they will appear here. So if you select 24-25 pre, click Apply, any student that was rated prior to October 21st is going to be listed down here. Now, Arlington did not have any students, which is good because my video won't release any student information inappropriately. But some sites will have a list of students here, and you'll be able to see the date they were rated and who rated them during that pre-assessment window. What I want you to know, and I've been telling each of you this individually for the few sites where this did happen, it's not the end of the world. We're going to work with Aperture to try to fix this for next year. I knew it was a risk in opening that window that ratings could happen. But what I didn't know is that teachers would have the motivation to jump in ahead of time. So I don't know if they got communication from maybe an automated message that they get as educators that alerted them. But whatever happened, I want you to know this. This will give you a roster of those kids, this report, that were rated before October 21st. So then when you run your rating completion report for the current rating window, if it shows like 89%, and you're like, I know every teacher says they've done it, that's why. So you'll be able to match the two. When I pull data on Tuesday, I plan, November 2nd, I plan to kind of merge the two as best I can. So those that were completed before October 21 versus the majority that were completed after October 21, I'm going to manually merge for my presentations and data sharing with the superintendent, the school board, school chiefs, etc. But for you, this does affect a couple things. Not the end of the world, though. I just want you to be mindful. When you are at your dashboard, it's going to default to show the current rating window and the completion and the current need, typical strength. It will only reflect those ratings that happened on October 21st or after. So just keep that in mind. But when you start really digging into the data, you can look at your students, going back to data and insights, for both the pre, which was that before October 21, and the mid, which is actually our fall rating window. So if you click both boxes here, click apply, it's going to show you big picture, both rating windows, what your need for instruction was, what your typical was, what your strength was. And below here, I'm not going to show you, but if I were to scroll down, it would be a roster of every student for whom you have a DESA score. All right. If you have any questions, please let me know. Sorry that this little hiccup has caused stress for you, but I wanted you to have this information now so that as you help your teachers and school leaders dig into the data, it is all there. It's all accessible. You just need to select both rating windows under My Students, and you'll be able to see them all. Have a great day. Reach out with any questions you have. My office number is 422-0626, or you can always shoot me an email and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks.